And a group of veterans climb the highest mountain in Africa for a very important mission. Tonight, you can watch the movie premiere of their big expedition, and we're going to tell you about it next.
I want them to know that there's hope and they don't have to continue living the way that they're living.
We all have stories to tell. Like, we all play a part in each other's story.
Some very brave members of the United States Armed Forces embarking on a journey to raise money and awareness for veterans nonprofits. They climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, which is the highest mountain in Africa. Sergeant Major Jeremy Morton is retired from the military. Now he is the Executive Director of Special Operations Care Fund. Welcome. It's good to see you. Yeah. Thanks very much for being here. Congratulations on making it to the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro. And thank you for your service to our country.
Yeah, thanks, Rick, for having me here this morning. It really is a pleasure to represent all the nonprofits and the climbers that took part in that.
Let's talk about your organization and how this mission came to be.
Yeah, so I'm the Executive Director of the Special Operations Care Fund, which is based out of Atlanta, and we focus on critical needs for our Special Operations veterans, TBI, PTSD. And the reason we did the climb to Mount Kilimanjaro is, you know, the veteran service organizations across the country, there's a lot of them, and we work with several of them. And so we chose the nonprofits that are really addressing the critical issues of our veterans, special operations veterans, and law enforcement individuals.
And so who was on this expedition, this climbing expedition?
Yeah, so we had 5 nonprofits. 4 of them are based here in the U.S. Special Operations Care Fund, Special Operations Wounded Warriors American Suppressor Association. We have Frontline Healing Foundation, and we had a UK-based nonprofit that took part in this.
And what was that experience like? I mean, had you ever done anything like that before?
Yeah, I've done a lot of hard things in my military career. Definitely a lot of walking with weight, but it presented its own unique challenges, specifically with the altitude changes. I mean, Mount Kilimanjaro is 19,341 feet high. And you can do a lot of training, but altitude catches up with everyone.
You're being modest when you talk about the challenges that you faced in the military. You've done multiple tours overseas in Afghanistan and Iraq back in the early 2000s until you retired in 2016, I believe.
Yes, that's
correct. So talk to us about what it's like for veterans. I mean, you're so involved with helping them now. You yourself was a returning veteran. What are the main challenges that they face when they come back from and enter into civilian life?
Yeah, I think the first challenge would be almost the loss of the identity and being around people that you spent so much time with. So transitioning from that environment to, you know, what we call regular civilian life can be difficult. It can be difficult to find a job and kind of find your purpose in life. And then the second challenge, which is even more difficult, are things like traumatic brain injury, PTSD, substance abuse, like all the underlying issues that are leading to, you know, veteran suicides. And so, you know, we put together this amazing group of nonprofits that are focusing on those issues and doing an amazing job.
Well, that is amazing. That's Sergeant Major Jeremy Morton. We appreciate you being here. There is a documentary about this expedition. It's called Task Force Expedition Mount Kilimanjaro, and it premieres tonight at 6 at the King Plow Art Center located in the Marietta Street Artery District of West Midtown. Go check it out.